Couple disclaimers before we get into the video. Obviously, we are not your financial advisor, and any information in this video is for educational purposes only and does not constitute advice. Hey, it's Ryan from the Dividend Investors Club, and this is a 2-minute trade idea where I give you my 2 cents on a stock in 2 minutes. And we're going to continue our mini-series called 10 Dividend Stocks to Buy Now. Thanks in part to the correction. We're all looking for value. PepsiCo is one I think you should look at. It actually reported earnings today. Let's take a quick look at the chart. And I think what you're seeing here, just the last week or so, obviously it's the big sell-off that we've had, but consumer staple stocks tended to get hit pretty hard, thanks in part to rising interest rates, which some kind of speculate caused the sell-off in general. But we actually like some of these stocks that have pulled back. You can kind of see just recently these two kind of candles here. I'm not a huge technical guy, but it's kind of showing a bottoming out process. It bottomed out on Friday about 109. It's kind of popped up from there, and it actually reported okay earnings, not great. Snack sales were down. They did beat by a penny, but what I loved about their announcement today, and it's actually showing, I think, with investors, not hitting the stock, they actually announced a huge buyback, $15 billion buyback, which constitutes about 10% of their shares outstanding, which is huge. And they also increased their dividend by 15%. So they did some great things on the cash flow side, or at least distribution of cash flow, which I really love. And I think that's going to put a floor under this stock. And so, these consumer staple stocks, none of them are huge value plays right now. Again, it's kind of it's a flat space right now. Earnings aren't great, but there's tons of cash flow. And as long as the companies are doing good things with cash flow, which PepsiCo absolutely is, again, this $15 billion buyback is huge. It's 10% of their shares outstanding, which is enormous. And then again, you've got the dividend hike, which is going to be a $3.71 on an annual basis, and that's going to put the yield at 3.3%. So you've got a great dividend stock. It's pulled back 10%. I think it's a good entry point, and you've got a dividend yield of 3.3%, and you've got a management team that's dedicated to giving cash flow back to shareholders. So I do like this stock at this level, and again, I think what they've done on this cash flow distribution side, I think is really going to put a floor under this stock. Is there 30% upside? No, but I think there's limited downside from this level. You can kind of see where we were at a buy zone. So it kind of hit the high end of the buy zone last Friday, and it's kind of popped up from there. And look, it's okay buying stocks that are in the neutral rating, especially whenever they have things to back it up like this, like we've seen today with this dividend hike and things. So this is a stock I like at this price. And again, we don't buy all our stock at once, but I think it's definitely okay to start nibbling at this one. Again, buy 25-50% of what you want to buy. If we get a bigger sell-off, people are saying we might retest the bottoms. That's when you might want to get back into it. It may drop a couple dollars from there, but if the market heads higher, I think this stock heads higher, and that's my 2 cents on PepsiCo. I think we all know that the stock market can be a scary place, especially if you're trying to go at it alone, but you don't have to do it. You don't have to be there alone. At the Dividend Investors Club, it's a community of investors. We're working together to grow and preserve our wealth. So if you like this video, please check us out at dividendinvestorsclub.com. Consider joining the club and joining us, and definitely subscribe to our YouTube channel by clicking the subscribe button below this video. Take care.